for a reality check.
Hello my friends, once again Dylan in the Details is here to break it down with you and get down to those brass tacks on Back 4 Blood. Well, I gotta say, this game, right off the bat, I'm gonna say it. It's worth your money. Now, what do I mean by that? I mean a few different things. Look, if you're interested in first-person zombie shooter action, this is your meat and your potatoes. This is where you go to get things done when it comes to zombie first-person shooters. This is your bread and butter. Now, I'm not gonna sit here and say it's a perfect experience. No, not for everyone, of course. Some people are going to have a massive problem with this game, but I'm here to break it down and get all the shit out of the way. Just cut through the cow shit and tell you how it is on this game. When I say Back 4 Blood is worth your money, I mean there's a lot more gameplay there than there was with Left 4 Dead or Left 4 Dead 2. I'll just be frank and honest, flat out. It is a better game than Left 4 Dead 1 and 2. I don't care what kind of Valve sympathists there are in the audience. I don't care how many people are, kissing up to Gabe. I just don't care. Let's just get down to it. This game is complete. Unlike so many other first-person shooters we got this year, I mean, look, it's insane how many times we get a game this year and it just comes out broken. Now, this game is not broken. It is fun. It is a complete experience. I will say, though, that the bots are incredibly lacking. I mean, pretty much just a bunch of puzzle pieces kind of maneuvering their way through. Now, they do have some artificial intelligence that kind of provokes thought within me, like, hey, maybe they were onto something, because they hand over ammunition to each other. They heal, one another, heal you, send you the ammunition. It's like pretty good. It's pretty interesting the way they did it in Back 4 Blood. Turtle Rock Studios, I gotta hand it to you. Hats off to you. You completed your game. I don't know how you did it, what kind of magic wand you waved from your back pocket, but damn, did you pull it off. You really pulled it off. The game is completed. In the beta I played, I mean, it was fine at first, and then in the end of the beta it broke. I don't know what happened there, but my faith for the game went way down. It went way down. But now, faith restored, baby. Hallelujah. What I can tell you is this game is not only fun, but it's complete. It's kind of polished and actually finely tuned and even tightened up in ways that I wouldn't have expected. Now, in the category of sound, I gotta say, it's not like fantastic. It's not gonna blow you away, but I do enjoy the 3D feeling of the zombies from one floor to another. You're kind of not sure where the ridden are coming from. You're not sure where these bastards are gonna pop out from next. They could be anywhere, man. It's kind of nuts how many different spots I've seen the ridden crawl out of. Just from the smallest crevice to like the most unobvious spot, the most indistinct area that you would not think, and, well, they get you. Yeah. They upped the difficulty as well, which is something I'm so fucking satisfied about. I'm so happy they upped the difficulty. At certain times, if these special ridden pop out, you are going to have a tough ass battle. You're going to have a tough situation happen, and I'm so glad that they did this. The enemies actually feel a little bit more, well, immersive. That they feel like actually they're in the environment against you. It's almost like you're actually playing multiplayer within the campaign against actual human beings who are the ridden, plus your people you're with. And it really depends on what kind of teammates you have as well, what experience you're going to have. If you have some toxic teammates, you're gonna have a bad time. And now there are a few ways that can happen, but we'll get into that another time. We're just talking here about the reality that I think this game is finished. I think this game is done. I think this game is a great one. This is something I would spend my money on again, honestly. I'm compelled. And I'm really not understanding the hatred toward it. I think you all need to wake up and smell the coffee, perhaps take off your little rose-colored nostalgia lenses, and maybe wake up. Wake up and see that this game is done, and even if there's some jittering animations, things aren't quite perfect. No game is perfect, and if you think we're gonna get a perfect game again, wake up and smell the coffee. This isn't Naughty Dog. This isn't Rockstar. That was then. This is now. So accept that some games are just not going to be all there. Just accept that. Because if you don't, you're going to be upset for the rest of your life. Just truly, this is a complete game. This is one I'm going to play for a very long time. This game is really fucking fun, and if they build upon the base foundation and keep going, I don't see a reason why I won't be playing this for another 5 to 10 years. I mean, really, let's get down to it. Until we see something else that's new, a zombie shooter with this high intensity, this amount of weapons, this amount of characters, this amount of cards and traits. I mean, look, I don't think we're really going to get anything this decent for a while. I mean, they keep killing these games, Days Gone 2. They keep, trying to put out games that are way, way over the scale that they need to attend to. Dying Light 2, if that comes out finished, I will be shocked. But really, I'm not done talking about Back 4 Blood, not by a damn long shot. I want to review the full thing, but today I just wanted to really get my foot in the door and let you guys know, and disbar any rumors. As far as the sound goes, I'd say it's average, it's on par, it's what I'd expect out of Back 4 Blood, or Left 4 Dead 3 if you want to call it that. That's what I'd expect, and it kind of hits that mark. It hits that mark of not too, arcadey, but it's not also simulation, so there is that. The sound effects, the gunfire bouncing off the different types of environments, it works. It may be more subtle than most people are used to, I guess, but I think the most general audience won't even notice. It sounds good, it sounds fine for what it is, and I'd call it just average. It's just right. It's just what it is. But the soundtrack, though, goes above and beyond indeed, and is a pretty goddamn poppin' soundtrack, I gotta say. Not bad. Best since Cyberpunk, and I hate bringing up Cyberpunk, but that had a great soundtrack too. As far as the graphics go, they're better. I don't know what happened between the beta and now, but I think they increased the contrast, the darks are darker, the darkness is really good at sometimes in this game. And it's like, holy shit, it's actually kind of scary, which is unexpected, I mean, your people are outfitted with who knows what kind of gear, just grenades and guns and crazy stuff. And it's like, the zombies, you're used to that. But at times it is kind of scary. It is kind of, shocking. Sometimes you won't know what's coming. And it's really those moments that kind of stand out and show that the darkness is better looking, it's thicker, it's something about it is just nicer. And as far as the fog goes, holy shit. I mean, you'll be 2 feet away from zombies, aka the Ridden. They'll just be right in your face by the time you even see them. And that's something I haven't seen in a game in a minute. It's been a while. They improved the fog. They improved the overall ambiance, the atmosphere, if you will. It's really a damn good-looking game. And it's complete. The only problem I've ever noticed is the bots sometimes jitter around. They don't always seem like they're working correctly. And to be honest, the AI is pretty damn horrific. They don't look alive at all. They don't look like they're doing anything. No thought in their mind, but hey, give each other ammo, give each other health, which is good. That's good, but they don't seem like they're actively thinking or doing anything beyond, hey, this action, hey, there's enemies, shoot, that kind of thing. So they are totally dead inside. They totally look like just soulless, clusters of husks, but really that's about it. Now, as far as the story and characters go, I must say the story is light. It's not there completely, but you can immerse yourself in it. It feels like kind of a comic book for television. It's interesting. It's not something I expected. In the beta, we didn't get these huge cutscenes, and the cutscenes are damn good, by the way. My gosh. And the soundtrack to go along with the cutscenes, wow. That's something. They really worked on this game and finally crafted, what they wanted the story to be, what they wanted the characters to go through and things that would happen. And unlocking Doc was cool. I like that character, Doc. I like Hoffman. The characters are compelling. Once I start unlocking characters, I just dig into them. I just start going with those new ones. And I gotta say, Doc and Hoffman are easily the 2 best characters for me. I believe Doc has some medical abilities. I mean, her character does carry like a med pack on the front cover or whatever. And we can't talk about this game without talking about that card system. It is actually better than I thought it would be. It's not as complicated as it seems. You just stack up your cards, and those are your attributes, those are your power-ups, if you will. Sometimes it'll come in the form of, oh, your fists, they turn into a melee weapon instead. Oh, when you melee attack someone, you'll gain 1% health back. That kind of thing. And really, these cards aren't all that complicated. The only parts I don't understand are the corruption cards. Do I have a choice in that? That's something I've never really understood, but yet to be discovered, yet to be defined. That's why I'm holding off on my full review and just wanted to tell you guys like it is now and dispel any rumors that you can't play this game solo. Hell yeah, you can play this game solo, but you're going to have like 1/3 of the experience. You're going to go through the game basically with exactly what you have starting out. You have to play the multiplayer to unlock, say, new cards. And you can play the entire game with your starter deck of cards if you want. Now, that's gonna suck. That's not the full experience, but you can do that. I'm here to dispel the rumor that you can't. So I'm just saying you can do that. And I'm not gonna sit here and say it's totally lackluster experience. It is interesting to just play solo, just totally alone, but you don't get the supply points. When you get the supply points, you unlock the cards. When you get the cards, it changes the gameplay. It changes things and how you play the game. And that's kind of what this game is all about. Changing up your playstyle here and there when you need to. Applying those survival skills when you need to. And yeah, I'm probably going to say this is a survival horror game. I mean, at the end of the day, you heal each other. You got to go through, conserve your ammunition, pick up the right weapons, choose the right, this, that, the third, whatever components you may be working with. And that's the truth right there. As far as playability goes, I will say it has improved, but probably just slightly. Just slightly because the shooting itself feels tuned up, tightened. It feels like you're the one in control now. Instead of before, it kind of felt like you were just blasting as much as you could. Now I feel much more in control. And maybe that's just me over time getting the hang of the controls and actually feeling more, in tune with it. But I also think something has been tightened up. I don't know what it would be, but I know it has to do with the ballistics. Either way, as far as replayability goes, guys, I don't know. It is a longer game than I expected it to be. If you play the campaign, my god, it seems like quite a lengthy one. There are many more pieces and increments of levels than I saw before, so I don't know what they've done, but man, this is a complete experience. And of course, no spoilers as always, until we post, the warning. There are no spoilers here. But I gotta say, the bosses in this game, they actually do exactly what they advertise. They tear through the environment, they're trying to get at you. They'll go through, they'll put their arm through as far as they can get at you, and if they grab you, you're stuck in that animation. I think that's fucking cool. That is badass. It's like The Thing. It's like a creature feature. It's like, a monster movie. It's you versus the fucking, the Godzilla, the Hydra, the fucking whatever you got, So every bad trait of the beta seems to have vanished. I must say, it's all really just smooth sailing. I'm glad I have this game, and I'd like to thank Jonah for getting it. He said, hey, get this game, review it, and tell me what you think of it. And I gotta say, Jonah, it's a fucking great game. It's a great game that I'm gonna be compelled to play for maybe 5 years. Honestly, there may be more game to this. There may be more meat on this bone. This is just a base foundation, and I'm glad we got down to those brass tacks.